Okay, let's ask her about Asari culture.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in
Yeah, it
galactic
seemed that way.
disputes.
Yeah, it seemed that way.
My people
with
believe
the
we are
counselor.
all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Rumors?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us.
Yeah, I
We
gathered
still
that.
require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
How is that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term.
Okay.
Not as you understand it.
What
Physical
is the proper
contact
term?
may or may not be involved,
Really?
but it is not an essential element of the union. The
Huh.
true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We
Huh.
can touch the very depths of their minds.
Wow.
We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Huh. What about the other parent?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards.
Huh.
Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Huh. What about the age difference?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to
Yeah, I
take
think
a
only the
philosophical
Krogan
approach
can
to
do
our
the same.
unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Who was your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
But you don't know who?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction.
Really?
Most Asari believe it weakens our species.
How so?
Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species.
Mm-hmm.
If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained.
Oh.
Or so conventional wisdom would
Oh, I
hold.
see. Okay.
I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face.
Oh, I guess that's
It
considered
is a great
an-
insult among my people.
Oh, okay.
It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Aww. You don't know that.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her.
Yeah.
Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure.
Hopefully we can find out
Venezia
someday.
never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Okay.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Actually, hold on. Before we go,
I get the feeling you want
Yeah.
to ask me something,
I
Commander.
wanted to ask about you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Yeah.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting,
Oh,
Commander.
that's not
I spend most of my
true.
time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must get lonely, though. It's like no other... I didn't see any other diggers there.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle.
Huh.
As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me.
You like being alone?
Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Why is that?
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter.
Huh.
People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people.
Expectations.
Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
Ah, you didn't want to follow what everyone was expecting. Everyone was expecting you to follow in her footsteps. You didn't feel like you wanted to do that, and you chose a different path. There's nothing foolish about that.
All children rebel against their parents.
Yeah.
It's a natural part of growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is
I
exactly
wouldn't
what
exactly call
Benezia
it
said
wisdom.
when I
It's
told
just
her
kind
of
of
my
general
decision.
knowledge, I think. At
But
least
there
I think
was
so.
more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating.
Oh.
You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
You find me... Wait. Let's go back. You said you find me fascinating?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Oh, she is so cute. Relax, Liara, relax.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
No.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Sure.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Oh, she is adorable. Okay, let's go down to the engineering deck and talk to some of our other guys. Like Rex, Garrus, Ash, Tali. By the way, I don't know if there is supposed to be music playing. Usually there is when you're on the Normandy. So, but it could be either one of two things that there's no music. One, either because I turned the music way down because I was having some issues, copyright notice issues with one of the musics, and I may have forgotten to turn back up. Or, this has happened to me before, the glitchiness of this game makes it where sometimes the music just doesn't start playing at all. So, alright, so we have the requisition officer here. Alright, let's talk to my buddy Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
I'm good. Let's see, tell me about you and CSEC.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
Yeah, you seem to hate it.
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Well, don't leave me hanging. Yeah, come on, fess up. Such as...
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people.
Seems like more
I
than
guess
that.
my father had something to do with it, too. He was CSEC, one of the best.
Okay.
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest.
Ah, okay.
He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Huh, I can understand that.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says.
Ah, so
Thinks
he's
I'm
like,
too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like
So
Saren.
he's like Palin, the guy who
He
runs
actually taught me
CSEC.
out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same
Whoa.
reasons.
You almost became a Spectre?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits.
Oh, okay.
I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability.
Okay.
He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Huh, I see.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
Yeah.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules.
Yeah, but still.
If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You know, honestly, I would say exactly, only because I think of Jack Bauer from 24, because he would completely agree with Garrus there. But my Commander Shepard's gonna say, no, that's not true. That's, you know, policies and procedures are still important.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it.
Okay.
Thanks,
Good.
Commander.
No problem, Garrus. All right, now let's talk to Ash and Rex, and also I think I need to check their inventory now that I've got the new items from the previous